Have you ever started something new, or maybe like gone back to something that just deserved a little bit more of your time and energy and had it completely change your life? That's exactly the experience that I've had with Paris in My Pocket over the last year and a half, which is a story that's full of some ironies. You know, it wouldn't be a vlog if I didn't have some reflections to share as a result as well. And while these changes have overall been really fun, they've also introduced some new challenges into my life that need some balancing out. Because, as you probably know, I'm trying to maintain this balance between living offline while living online and living ethically while running a business in a world that feels less and less ethical. And on top of all of that, still trying to have some fun. We're gonna do. Did you get it? Did you get the ball? I think the obvious and initial big change is probably invitations. Like invitations to the Elysee Palace, for example. That's where we started the vlog just a few days ago. Something that's really new, cool, and exciting, but offers some interesting challenges, like I said. Others, include like restaurants, bars, coffee shops, events in general, concept stores like we went to Empreinte yesterday. Here you go, Cooper. In there, buddy, come on. I think partially because I was self-sabotaging and I felt out of place, like I had a little bit of imposter syndrome. Partially because I'm just really busy, but largely because it seems antithetical to how I've gone about building so much of my business. And that brings us ultimately to one of the core challenges that's been underlying all of this for so long. Thankfully, it looks like we managed to dodge the rain at least. It is so cold still. It's like winter is here. I forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, social media, irony, I remember. What I find an insane irony is that I didn't really exist in Paris until I started taking social media seriously. I don't think about YouTube as social media. I think of this as a TV replacement. It's my great love. I'm not really into social media. In fact, the irony of all of this is I'd rather never do social media anything, ever, personally. But it's part of my job. And in focusing on it and giving it an honest try, because I realized so much of this had to do with my own limiting beliefs, it has completely changed my life. But as I angle to try and live more and more of my real life offline, one of the things that bothers me increasingly is the lack of control I have over my data. Things like third-party data collection, all the weird legislation going through around the world right now about like age verification stuff. Not saying any of us are using any websites that would require age verification, but it's the beginning of a slow crawl towards who knows what kind of additional data collection. And I don't really want to scan my face or my ID into a third-party app. I don't trust these guys. Do you see how many data breaches happen every day? And a completely unrelated note, one of the tools in my toolbox for avoiding having my data collected or used against me in things like wanting to get better deals on travel or watching content wherever I am, whenever I am, that maybe I can't get depending on where I am traveling or just even when I'm at home, would be the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN, who just so happens to be also a tool you could use to avoid region-restricted age verification. Not saying you should, but you could. Look, I'm increasingly concerned about like how our data is being abused, and I've got a YouTube recommendation, like a channel that I really want you to go check out that I will recommend outside of the ad read. But while a VPN is not a silver bullet to solve all your privacy concerns, and it's definitely just a starting point, it is a tool in the toolkit that I use and I would recommend we all have on hand, just in case you run into, I don't know, weird websites that are trying to collect your face. If you use my link below, nordvpn.com/jswanson, you'll get a discount and you'll support my channel at the same time. Thanks to NordVPN for being a longtime supporter of my channel. And now that we're out of that ad read, the channel that I want you to check out is called Ben Jordan, an incredible human being that makes YouTube videos about so many things. Like he's an audio nerd, but he's made some fantastic videos about data collection, police cameras, how to like poison pill AI when it's stealing your music, a lot of really good stuff. Check out Ben Jordan, I'll leave a link to him below. I don't know how he makes the videos he makes. He's a genius and incredible. Highly recommend it. So the challenge is in kind of popping a little bit in town on Instagram and TikTok, which is random. People know me from TikTok now. totally different universe that we're living in. I mean, one is that I can't fly under the radar anymore. When I go to restaurants or coffee shops or whatever, not that everybody recognizes me, but it used to be that I'd go in, people would treat me just like a normal customer. I'd be able to know whether or not I wanted to recommend the place based on that treatment. That was it. But now I get invited to places, people recognize me when I walk in, people give me free stuff occasionally. There was a chef at a restaurant that recognized me from the kitchen and sent out a whole table full of food we didn't even order. It's hard to know for sure if people are treating me nicely because that's just how they operate, or, you know, they want good coverage. So that's one big challenge. The other is the list. Look at this map. That's my Google map of places I love and places I want to try. That's just my map of places that I have found on my own or friends have told me about, not to mention then the other list that we're building, which is the list of places that have invited me to come. There are too many restaurants to try. And I also have to get back to the ones that are already in my guide. Okay, this screen's getting way too full. How do I verify that everywhere is still good, still open, still worth recommending? These are the major challenges, but I have a really fun way of getting around it. At first, we're gonna try out a restaurant I won't tell you the name of until I know whether or not I like it, but it's recommended by a friend, so I'm pretty sure we're really gonna like it. Ooh.
Wow, that's really good.
Oh yeah. Siseng, this is a heavy door. Right on the canal. I've walked by this place a million times and Tom swore it was good. And Tom, I don't think is ever wrong.
I'm 2 for 2.
You're doing great. And this is the part in the editor's life when you discover that the microphone wasn't working when you filmed this part. So the short of this is that one of the solutions to getting through this mountain of stuff that I've got to go either try, make sure is still good, just investigate for the heck of it because it'd be fun. I'm going to leave it up to a patron vote. Patrons every week are going to get one of these votes separately to make it very clear, because if I've been invited to a place, it means that they probably gave me something for free. And I don't want that to be a hindrance to the transparency of what's going on here. And there's so much stuff that I want to try just because friends tell me about it. And if I like the place, I'll tell you the name in the video because I'm not going to hide that from you. But if I don't like the place, I won't say the name, and the only way you'll ever know what that place was is if you voted in the Patreon poll. And now we can go back to Jay, who you can't hear. David and Janet Barbrack, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. You're gonna get to vote right now. I'm dropping that poll about the same time I drop this preview for my patrons, because they also get to see those early. A true Parisian tradition, hiding from the rain under somebody's awning. That's how you know you made it. You glared at me before.
Oh, I texted you about the noise.
And just that quickly, Lindsay gave me another recommendation.
So I went to Osteria Paradiso, which is the Italian version of a restaurant that used to be called Candide, and it was more French. And it's fantastic, really beautiful fresh pasta, salads, meats, and a really killer tiramisu.
Yep, and now I've got to go give it a try. I have one more place on my map. All right, we got to go get Cooper out. He's been home alone for a minute. But one of the things that I don't think I did a very good job, I'm thinking about today's video as I'm going, what I meant when I said I didn't exist when I was just doing YouTube. And it's because in Paris, nobody's watching, Anglophone YouTube. Some people are. I just met Jean today. Nice to meet you, Jean. A local Parisian guy who watches my videos, which was very nice. But everything changed when I started doing TikTok and Instagram. I'd resisted doing them forever because I didn't want to do short form video, but I figured I need to give this an honest try. And if it doesn't work, then at least I tried. And if it does work, which it did work, then I can no longer say it won't work. We can circle back to the limiting beliefs behind all this in a future video. But the thing is, it has had a really big impact on my life, for which I'm grateful, but which does definitely swing the balance of things. And ultimately, I guess that's the point. I'll leave you with one last little shot of Cooper, and then I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for, I think some of my nightmares are coming true, actually.